Greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations. Happy Wednesday, my friends. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. Let's start today off with a fairy oracle. Universe, creator, spirit guides, fairy realm. Please give us the collective. A message for this day. We get nature's signs. Oh my goodness. Look at this card. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continuously. We need only open our hearts and our minds. So y'all, pay attention to what is going around you, going on around in your purview today. Pay attention to the signs and symbols of your surroundings. Keep your eyes open and be on the lookout for blessings and for helpings. Okay, let's go ahead and pull a sacred oracle. Universe, creator, spirit guides, please give us the message that the universe wants for us this day. Oh, look at this, y'all. We get full moon, and the number of this card is 29. That's tomorrow, the 29th month, 29th day of our shortest month. Here we go. We get the full moon. Y'all pay attention to these messages. These are messages for us at this time. A ceremony, culmination, or completion of a cycle in time. There is magic here. The full moon has the power to magnify your dreams. It can also take away anything not in alignment with them. Be open to the magic and wonder of all things. Meditate or perform a ritual on the full moon to draw more of her power, her powerful, feminine, receptive energy into your life, projects, and rituals. The symbol, the full moon. The full moon is a powerful time for harvesting, creating magic, and worshiping the divine feminine, the beauty and unique part of our solar system. The moon affects the tides of the ocean and was worshipped by many ancient cultures. Namaste, y'all. Namaste. And in all of this, the most important thing to remember in our lives right now, y'all, do not close yourself off from knowledge. Learn something new every day. Expand your mind. Expand your horizons. Do not be content to dwell in idiocy, idiocracy, or in ignorance of any form. Read something. Learn something every day. Never be satisfied. Never be satisfied with just being mundane. Expand your consciousness. You are the only Bible that some people will read. Your children, your grandchildren, a niece, a nephew, some little kid down the street. You may be the person that they are modeling their life on. Don't disappoint yourself. Grow into what it is that you are here to be. Don't be content to live in ignorance. That's all I got to say about that. All right, go ahead, y'all. While I've only got a few left. So when these are gone, this deal is over. My $100 special right now, you can get a 1-hour reading, which is normally $65. You can get a 4-ounce room spray and a regular sachet for $100. So this is normally $20, and this I don't sell these, but the 2-ounce one is $20. So I'd have to double this. So this is an incredible deal. This lasts a long time, and it will change the energy around you. Guys, if you would like a reading, if you would like to get in on this special, go to psychictanya9@gmail.com and just put $100 special. And all the descriptions are in, all the prices are in the description below this video. Y'all get in on this. I make these sprays just for you. Give it a try. This is a great way to test out to see if you like my products, and you can get everything for one price, and you don't have to worry about it again until you want some more. All right, there we go. There we go, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and get on with today's show. It would normally be the last day of the month, but it is not. Today is the 28th day of February in a leap year. Tomorrow is the leap. So happy birthday to all of you February 28thers, and happy birthday Eve to all of you leap year babies, to where you only get a birthday every 7 years. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, here we go. My first question today is from A-Dub. And A-Dub asks, will the soldier who burned himself alive in protest of the genocide of Palestine, will his death make a change? Will his death make a change in how people are viewing this genocide? And the word genocide is right. And Carol gives us a maybe. Let me read this. And this is a stalemate. This is the decision card, y'all. We got the crossroads. And I feel what Tarot is trying to say to us is the young man who took his life in protest. That was his decision. That was his cross to bear. That is what he felt he needed to do to draw attention to the atrocities that are happening in Israel. This card says stalemate, truce, sitting on the fence, crossroads, difficult decisions, painful choices, stressful decisions, facing your fears, being torn between two relationships, and divided loyalty. The man who took his life to draw light on what is on the genocide in Israel, to a certain select group of people, absolutely. What he did opened eyes. Regardless of that, he started a conversation that needed to be held, that needed to be had. He has started hundreds of conversations about why he did what he did and what is wrong with what Israel is doing to the Palestinians. So, A-Dub, even though Tarot said maybe, I'm going to say yes. His sacrifice did make a difference, because what he did forced people to have open conversations about the genocide and the acceptance of genocide. That is what we are being presented with right now, y'all. What is being done to us is, if you are against what Israel is doing to the Palestinians, then people are completely comfortable calling you anti-Semitic. But this is the problem. The Jews went through something that almost every minority group has gone through. Okay? They were singled out and they were harmed. Okay? We can look at our own country. the Native Americans that were here, the black diaspora that is now here and that is still in Africa. All of these people, everything that Adolf did to the people in Germany was done to these other indigenous peoples in their own lands. So the Israelites are not the only ones who suffered at the hands of a madman. Us black folks in America are still suffering under the madmen that brought the madmen from Germany here. So, one group of people gets protection. You can't even say anything about them. And these people didn't even get that protection post-World War II. No, they didn't get this until the 1970s, when the United States adopted them, made them another American state. Yeah, the reason that we give Israel money is because we made them part of the United States, so that we could put a what? So that we could put a base there, so that we could have some control in the what's coming in and out of Africa. If you want to know why things are the way they are, open your eyes. Stop believing in the fantasy that there are some people who just really, really want to do good stuff for people, or that there's some God that is saying, these folks right here are harmless from anything. Don't ever say anything bad about them. And understand this too. The Israelites who are fighting against the Palestinians, them ain't the same Israelites. Those are not the same Jews that were put into those concentration camps in Germany. Those are not the same people. Those people in Israel call themselves Christians. They don't even call themselves Jews. So number one, get it right. Understand what you are supporting if you're supporting Israel. All right? All right, I'm going to stop yelling at you now. But we have got to understand what we are being asked to support, who we are being asked to support. And then ask yourself, why and how did it get that way? And this is why we have to learn every day. It is imperative that we read more than tabloids. It is important that we educate ourselves so that we do not walk around ignorant, so that it is harder for us to fall victim to the lies and tricks of those who have more money and more power and more reach than we do. All right, there we go. And ADUP said something about Biden giving Israel money. Biden isn't giving Israel money. The United States of America is giving Israel money. We made a treaty with them in the 1970s to where we're going to give them billions of dollars every year. That is not Biden. That was written in before he became president. It was written in the 1970s. The United States government did that in the 70s. And we have been paying Israel. And understand what we're paying for, why we pay Israel. We're paying to rent land so that we can call it ours. So that we have a nuclear power in the Middle East and facing Africa. That is exactly what the United States and Israel is doing. Israel is prime real estate to keep an eye on all those darkies. That is exactly why we are in Israel at all and why we are paying them every day. There you go. And let me stop yelling again. Here I go. I get so excited. I apologize, y'all. I am sorry. But people need to know. You need to know what you're supporting. My next question is from Sharon Y. Sharon says, I have been invited to a dance party on March 9th. That's my birthday, Sharon. Have a good time. Sharon wants to know, should I go and will I be safe? Universe, Creator, Spirit Guides. Sharon has been invited to a dance party on March 9th. Should she go and will she be safe? Yes or no? Here we go. We got a maybe. We got the fool, Sharon. This is innocence, freedom, originality, adventure, travel, foolishness, carelessness, idealism, youth, spontaneity, lack of commitment, and new beginnings. So I feel like this maybe is because this is your choice. The card is saying, go out there, live your best life. Here we go. Let's pull another card. Let's ask the question a different way. Should Sharon go to this dance party on March 9th? Should she go? Tarot says yes, you should go. Go to this party. Let your hair down. The only thing that is holding you back, that maybe is because you are holding your own self back. Don't be afraid to say yes. Don't be afraid to enjoy and meet and do new things. Just because we're getting older doesn't mean we're old. So go out, kick up your heels, and enjoy yourself. Just make sure that you protect yourself in the meantime. You know the dangers that are out there. If you're worried about somebody spiking your drink or something, number one, stay sober. If you're going to drink, number two, get you one of those little handy dandy cup holders so nobody can roofie you. And then go out, let your hair down, and have a good time. All right. Next question from Sharon. Will my daughter find a permanent job that she will be happy with this year? Universe, creator, spirit guides. Will Sharon's daughter find a permanent job, not a part-time job, a permanent employment that will make her happy? Will she find that this year? And we got the maybe card again. And I know why these maybe cards are in here. Sharon, for your daughter, this year is the universe giving back to us. All we have to do is state what our desires are. And I'm going to say that for your daughter. Encourage her to verbally manifest exactly what it is that she desires. The want is there. Okay, I want a job that I can go to that's going to make me happy. But the way to make sure that she gets what she desires is for her to speak it into existence. Guys, the truth of the matter of how things work in this universe, if you ask for it earnestly, you put your thoughts into it, those things have a way of making their way to you. And I'm not talking about when you're standing out in front of the 7-Eleven and you're like, let me get a scratch-off ticket so I can win $1 million. That's a game, okay? I'm talking about in the things that we do have control over. And what we do have control over is where we decide we are going to allow ourselves to spend the majority of our energy, i.e., a job. So, Sharon, please talk to your daughter and tell her, start out by writing down exactly what it is that she wants out of her adult life, what she wants to do to earn money, what she wants to have as a career. Write it down. And once she has written it down, to read it out loud. Put it next to her bed. Put it next to her window. Put it on the refrigerator to where she has to read it every time she walks past it. And then watch her manifest exactly what it is that she decides that she wants. That's how we do it. But the cards say maybe. She has to decide what it is that she wants. She's got to speak that out loud. The opportunity is there. It is up to her to verbally put into action what it is she decides. There you go. My next question is from Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl asks, if given the chance, would the United States Supreme Court outlaw contraceptives? This is a fantastic question. universe, creator, spirit guides, if given the opportunity, would the United States Supreme Court, as it sits today, outlaw contraception would they outlaw contraception? Yes or no? Look at that. And we even got the children card. Yes, they would outlaw contraception. And guys, you have got to understand why they are so focused on women's reproductive rights. The whole thing about this is they are so afraid that there are not enough white people, that they don't want anybody to be able to they don't want white women to be able to get abortions or have health care. They really don't care about other people's babies. That's why other people's babies don't get taken care of in hospitals the way that they should. That's why so many black women die when they are in childbirth. Indian women, Native American women, everybody that's not white has a hard time when they're going to the hospital in childbirth. A lot of babies die, a lot of mamas die. The whole reason behind this is because there's not enough white people. And these people are so afraid that white people are going to become the minority that they want to outlaw birth control for any reason. And that's just to make more people. And that is want to know what caused the downfall of society in the Middle Ages? This exact thinking, this patriarchal thinking. The people who cannot carry, transport, or give birth to a child are the ones who are telling a woman when, where, and how she can create one. This is what's causing the downfall of our society right now. And we're watching this train wreck in slow motion. It's not the only thing, but it is one of the realest things that is keeping women under the rule of law. And I have to say it that way because you have to remember, not one aspect of a man's body has ever been open or has ever been put on a ballot for somebody to decide upon. Only a woman's reproductive system has been legalized. Nothing on a man's body is sanctioned by law. Only a woman. And that's part of where we are. Understand, what you are seeing is the collapse of the patriarchy. You are seeing the patriarchy grasping at straws to try to control the female. They silenced us. Then they put us in clothing to where we couldn't run, couldn't fight. Then they made laws about what we could do with what happens when we are attacked by the opposite sex. Understand all of this. The divine feminine is making her return. All of the chaos and a lot of this stuff that we are going to experience is a return of the divine feminine. So this fight over a woman's body is going to be what these 2024, 2025 through 2030 is going to consist of. Until women, and listen to me, ladies, you have got to stop believing, number one, that you are the weaker sex, that you cannot do anything without a man. And just ask yourself this one thing. When you see a man push a baby through the tip of his penis, then he can say he's stronger than you. All right? And not until then, not until any man pushes a 7-pound baby through the tip of his penis can he say that he is stronger than a woman. All right? There's the challenge. I throw the gauntlet down. If any man out there wants to figure he can have a 7-pound baby come out that thing and still alive, I will bow down to you. But until then, women, remember who you are. Remember, life passes through us. We make the clones. We make the babies. We carry them. We nurture them. We ensure their safety after they're born. The opposite sex doesn't, because they don't have to. The ones who stay around might, but they have a choice. They didn't have to have the baby. Just remember that. Nobody forced them to be a dad. They only forced the women. Just remember that. Oh, my next question. Will Alexei Navalny's funeral be peaceful? Will Alexei Navalny's funeral be peaceful? And y'all, this ain't gonna get out on time. I should probably just go live in a few minutes. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to continue on. So this one just might be late today, y'all. So here I am talking to myself. It is 9:41. This is supposed to go on at 10:10. It might go on at 11:11. I'm going to continue recording. Here we go. Will Alexei Navalny's funeral be peaceful? Universe Creator, Spirit Guides, Tarot. Will Alexei Navalny's funeral be peaceful? Tarot says, no, it will not. No, it will not. Y'all can expect protests. You can expect a whole bunch of people to be vocal in Russia. Lots of options, lots of choices, multiple possibilities, picking and choosing, procrastination, wishful thinking. But yeah, we get there's people are going to make it known how displeased they are in Russia at Alexei Navalny's funeral. My next question. This is from Sharon. 2 men have been found guilty of the unaliving of Jam Master Jay. And for you, those of you guys who don't know who Jam Master Jay is, back in the 80s, in the old days for a lot of us, there used to be a rap group named Run DMC. And I'm sure a lot of you guys remember who Run DMC was, because Rev Run had a reality show for a long time on the Food Network that was very popular. But Run DMC was a rap group. It was Rev Run and his brother, and their DJ was Jam Master Jay. Jam Master Jay was shot in a studio long time ago. He was unalived at a studio. Somebody opened the door and plop, 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 bang, bang, bang. Jam Master Jay was unalived that day. The 2 men who, now that man was killed way back this 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, y'all. And this is now coming up. And now they have 2 men in custody for this unalivement of Jam Master Jay. First thing I got to say for y'all black folks, this is a whole distraction. They are turning your head to look over here at something that don't mean nothing to nobody. These people did not care who killed Jam Master Jay when he was unalive all them years ago. Everybody who was in that studio knew who pulled the trigger, including the police. They let it go because they didn't care. And now they're saying, oh, well, we've got the perpetrators on who killed Jam Master Jay. Well, the man done been dead for over 20 years. Why are you going after these people now? Why are you going after these people now? And if you had all this evidence, why didn't you go after these people 10, 15 years ago? Why did you wait till now? Because now they need a distraction. Now they need black folks. And I'm talking to black folks because this is for you, okay? This is to turn your head to get you talking about something else so that you're not looking at what is really going to affect you, okay? That's what's going on. But Sharon wants to know, is the claim that it was Jam Master Jay's godson and his best childhood friend that killed him over a drug deal. Is it true that Jam Master Jay was unalived by his best friend and his godson over a drug deal? And Taro says, yes, it is true. So there you go, guys. And we've got this little hoarder dude, which is kind of telling me that this was a large amount of money, enough to make people act crazy. So there you go. The answer is yes, Sharon. As sad as it is that somebody would kill their best friend, somebody would kill their godfather over some doggone cocaine, shows us exactly how far we have allowed ourselves to fall as people. My next question is about Prince William. Prince William backed out of an event that he was supposed to host with Camilla. Why didn't he attend? And I kind of saw a little blurb on this, that something was going on with one of the kids. But y'all going to see a lot of this with the royal family. There's a whole lot of stuff that's falling apart. There's drama. There is trouble in Whoville. So why, Universe Creator Spirit Guides, please tell us, why did Prince William bow out of the ceremony he was supposed to do with Camilla? Oh, a whole bunch of things was happening all at once. A whole lot of things were happening all at once. He had things at home. He had home issues that he had to take care of. He could not go because things at home were falling apart. And that's all I can say. Inherited issues, ancestry, family home, responsibilities, support issues. There was trouble at home. He couldn't go because he had to stay at home with wifey. So there might have been a whole lot going on. My next question is about Puffy. Puffy Daddy, who keeps changing his names. So, old Sean Puffy, P. Diddy Combs, we talking about now. And he is being sued by one of his male employees now, who is claiming that this male employee is claiming he was forced to go recruit sex workers for Puffy. He was made forced to have sex with these sex workers, that Puffy walked around the house, the studio naked, touching himself, touching his own anus. Yeah, this is how crazy. And people around him completely enabling. This dude claims that he's a Christian heterosexual, but he was afraid to leave Puffy's employment. And Puffy got him, like he does, he gets compromised. Just like Vladimir. And that's what all of these rich muckety-mucks do. Okay, just like Epstein. Epstein's compromat was everybody's name on his flight logs. Puffy's compromat is that he either slept with you or had videotaped you sleeping with somebody else while he's over whacking it in the corner. So, this employee is claiming that he was forced to have sex with prostitutes, that he was forced into unsolicited groping and touching from Puffy. Sharon wants to know, is this person telling the truth? Yes, he is. And look at this. We get the scaredy cat horse. This man has been wanting to say this for the longest time. Yeah, a lot of people need to give a whole lot of props to Cassie. A whole lot of props to Cassie. Because if Cassie hadn't swallowed hard and said, I don't care if I die right now, I'm suing you. If Cassie hadn't done what she did, we wouldn't know how big of a monster old Puffy is. So we owe Cassie a whole lot of thanks. The next question, will Puffy go to jail in the next 5 years? Will Puffy go to jail in the next 5 years? Universe Creator Spirit Guides, yes or no? And look at this. This is a change, because we had got a no before. But yes, it looks like now there's going to be enough cases coming in to where old Puffy's going to find himself behind the 8 ball. And this is a fulfillment. This is a culmination. Yes, this is Puffy's end. Y'all, just like Cat Williams said, this is the end for all these rich, devilish muckety-mucks. For all these demons. Their time is done. All them demons that are sitting in our Supreme Court. The demons that are sitting in our Congress. The demons that are sitting in the Senate. All of these demons. Their time is up, y'all. So, understand. As their time comes closer, as their demise gets closer, stuff is going to get crazy. Prepare for that. But understand that what you are witnessing are the death throes. We are changing to a better place, y'all. And just please trust that. It's going to be a hard road to get there. But it's our road. And the way that we get across this, number one, is by believing in ourselves. That's the first thing we got to do. And letting go. Stop holding on to the slave matrix. Remember, we have got to be the ones to destroy the program. If we keep going along as we are, we keep reinventing the same program day after day. We've got to stop the program from working altogether. We've got to crash the program. All right. My next question is from Denny. And Denny wants to know, will Chernobyl melt down again? No, Denny. Chernobyl is closed. Chernobyl has been closed. Even though Russia went and took it over, Chernobyl is not an operational nuclear site anymore. It's not operational. It's closed down. There are still radioactive isotopes there, but no, they're not working so where it will melt down again. My next question is from Spirits Beyond the Stars. Spirits Beyond the Stars says, old Donnie Dump Trump may owe as much as $580 million to Saudi Arabia and Putin, with Mar-a-Lago as collateral. What will happen when Mar-a-Lago goes to New York or Letitia James takes it? Here's the whole thing about that. We want to think that old Donnie Dump Trump has everything leased up to his eyeballs. Y'all got to remember, a lot of these things. Remember back in 2016 when Donald Dump Trump Jr. said, we don't get our money from American banks, we get our money from Russia. So all of these companies that people think are the Trumps have duped, they get their money, the majority of their money they got from Russia, from Saudi Arabia, from North Korea, from places like that, from China even. Donald Trump is the biggest sellout ever. Everything was about him making money, and he gave away whatever he could for somebody to be giving things to him. Nuclear codes, yes. Where our personal assets were, yes. What our military plans were, yes. These are the things that he was selling. And let me see, I done jumped off of this and just went on a whole tangent. What will happen? Well, let's just ask this question. Will Letitia James seize Mar-a-Lago? That's where we need to start. Will Letitia James or any court seize Mar-a-Lago to pay Trump's bills? Mar-a-Lago don't belong to Donnie. It ain't gonna belong to Donnie for much longer. Look at that. They coming after that money. They're coming after his wealth, and that's the prosperity card. And look at that. Yes, they're coming after Mar-a-Lago. The Saudi Arabia and Russia knows who Donald Trump is. That man has gone bankrupt 6 times. He bankrupted a casino where money just comes through the door. He bankrupted a casino. Why? Because he was using it as a money laundering operation. For whom? For the Russians. For entertainment purposes only. Understand. But the answer is yes. Yes. Letitia gonna take somebody. One of these states is gonna take Mar-a-Lago. But understand this. Donnie already let the Saudis into Bedminster. Okay? Mar-a-Lago is where Donnie likes to live. That's his favorite place. Okay? And only in the winter. Because in the summertime, Donnie wants to be at Bedminster. That's the one. That's his crown jewel. That's the one he's afraid of losing. And that's the one the Saudis are going to take from him. There you go, spirits. All right, my next question is from Carmen B. And Carmen wants to know, did Alexei Navalny die of natural causes? Did Alexei Navalny die of natural causes? And Tarot says yes. But if you consider natural causes dying because you got hit in the head repeatedly, I guess you could say that was the natural outcome of what happened to Alexei Navalny. Understand, this man was starved. He was mentally abused. He was physically abused. They moved him to the Arctic Circle to make sure everything that was done to him was to weaken him and to separate him from anything that could be remotely comfortable. So even though Tarot says that, yes, it was a natural death, he wouldn't have died now. He was just barely in his 40s. Okay? This man was tortured to death. And the reason why they sealed that coffin shut is so that people can't see what he looks like after what they did to him. Because if they were able to open the coffin, they would see a mess. If they could see anything. Because I'm quite sure his remains were very, very, very decomposed before they gave his body back to his family. Understand that. These people, there's no decency anywhere. My next question, is it true that Russians are fleeing to South Korea to avoid fighting in the Ukrainian war? Is it true that Russians are fleeing to South Korea to avoid fighting in the Ukraine war? And Tarot says yes. And look at this. Got the apathy. Take this card. Take this cup. I don't want this. And that's what they're doing. They're saying, no, thank you. I will leave my wife, my kids, my country so that I don't have to kill my brother. My next question is from Sharon. And Sharon, it's a personal question, wants to know, should I use fencing company A to install my backyard fence? Universe, Creator, Spirit Guides. Should Sharon use her fencing company A to install her backyard fence? Yes or no? Yes, Sharon. Go ahead and use them. Go ahead and use them. It'll be just fine. My last question, y'all, and it's already 10 o'clock, so this one's going to be late getting out. My last question is At Home with Nicole. And At Home with Nicole is this follow-up question. She wants to know, how much did her husband take from her from the sale of her house? Universe, Creator, Spirit Guide. And Nicole, Tarot ain't good with numbers, so I'm going to do my best here. 3 cards. I got between 4 and 6. And I don't know if that's 100 or 1,000, but between 4 and 6. But you've got to stand your ground. And she says that he's going to buy a camper or a truck and that he is broke. So let me ask the second part of this question. Is Nicole's husband planning on buying a camper or a truck? Yes, he is. So yeah, he took money from you, Nicole, and yes, he is planning on buying I want to say like a camper van or something. But yes, between 4 and 6. I don't know if that's 100 or 1,000, but and that's the amount that I'm getting. So it wasn't an extraordinary amount, but it was enough to where he took more than what you got. And it could have helped you, even if it would have just helped a little bit. Yeah, he was greedy and took more than he had a right to. But he's justifying it, trying to say, well, I did this and that and the other, and I deserve to have that. But yes, he stole from you. It wasn't an exorbitant amount, I don't feel, but it was enough that could have helped you out with where you were at that moment. And that's it, y'all. That is my reading for today. I am going to try to get this uploaded, and I'm going to premiere this as soon as it's uploaded. So hopefully y'all will be here when it's on. I love you. I love you. I love you. Again, if you would like to get in on this $100 special of 4-ounce room spray, a sachet, and a 1-hour reading. And you can ask as many questions as you can in that hour about whatever you want to, guys. This is completely tailored to you. PsychicTanya9@gmail.com. And for all other inquiries, PsychicTanya9@gmail.com. And guys, everything that I offer is in the description below this video. PsychicTanya9@gmail.com. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and prepare. Oh, nope. Let's do the weather report because this one is important. Guys, we are in a system of change. There's all kinds of crazy weather going on around the United States. This is the time where I am going to say, stay ready. Be prepared. And guys, fire season has started. Oh my God, North Texas, fire. And this is going to be a devastating fire season, and it's going to start really early. And guys, a lot of these places that have been underwater for months are going to be on fire this spring. This is a lot of other man-made stuff too, but we still have to be aware of it. So guys, please pack that go kit in your car. Please be prepared. Listen to your meteorologist, especially about flooding and fires. If you need to evacuate, you got to get gone. Okay? So please take your own personal safety seriously. All right. So the fires, that's what I wanted to say. That was the most important thing. Okay, so yes, fire season is coming early and it's going to be intense. For this week going into the weekend, we are going to have crazy storms just popping up all over the United States. We've got another great big old storm that's about to hit Washington, Oregon, California, and it's going to just move across this whole United States. Canada, y'all about to have some weird weather up there right here on the west coast of Canada. So y'all, everybody on this side, just be prepared for the impending water that is coming. And everybody across the United States, be prepared for the water, rain, and winds that are going to come off of this system that is about to hit the west coast. And guys, these are off of what is happening with our sun. We've got some great big XM class flares going that are going to be shooting off. This is going to mess with our electromagnetic sphere that surrounds our Earth. There will be a propensity for your GPS systems to not work. So make sure you know where you're going and that you leave early enough or take a paper map so you don't get caught. For the people who are at the poles, you have a great chance of seeing the aurora borealis at both ends. Some beautiful skies, but a lot of moving energy. Okay, so just remember that those sunspots cause solar winds, cause earthquakes, cause volcanoes. And we are in a system to where we're going to have all three of those happening. So listen to your meteorologist. We are going to be inundated with some pretty significant earthquakes. And those earthquakes can cause some volcanoes to erupt. And this is around the world. So everybody has got to be prepared. All right? All right. Here we go. Let's prepare for the Reiki prayer. Go ahead. Exhale. Here we go, y'all. Set your intention for this day. Your intention. Whatever it is that you desire your day to be like. Set your intention. My intention is to be present within myself and to take care of the things that I need to take care of this day. Here we go. Just for today, I let go of anger. I let go of worry. I am grateful. I work on myself, and I am kind to all living things. I love you. I love you. I love you. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Namaste. Bye-bye.